What's up guys, this is ScherBR talking, welcome back to my channel, and I bring you news for Romancing Saga Universe. So stop with this dead game cult talking because we have new content arriving. Well, I guess people got desperate just because it's been almost 10 days since the last banner. Well, the Joker banner was released on 14, that means that the new banner will be released on 24. That means 10 days of break between one banner and another. The usual 7 days, so 3 days more than normal, and people are already crying out loud and saying the game is dead. It's not. So maybe they were holding a little because now we have the announcement of 2 banners. Yup, and these 2 banners are not that good, to be honest. They need some heavy buffs. Well, the first banner brings Fatima, Miriam, and Undeen. This is not the summer banner yet, it's actually the Golden Week banner that also happens during summer on JP from what I know. So this is the only limited version of Miriam and Fatima. Undeen has yet another premium version in the future. Then we also have Saga Frontier 1 with Gen and Ricky and Blue. This Gen here uses clubs, so it's different. Ricky is still using martial arts and Blue is still a mage. A lot of these characters look like they were designed in the past. They are not that good when we compare to recent releases, and I can tell you that just by going to Naroma Saga. Look on Ricky. Well, he does have a strong attack that hits 2 times with 2 BP. He has Protection Ring from the original game that gives guard up 50% damage reduction, but he uses 3 LP, he can only use it once. Then he has guard down and morale up, so offensive. It's not really good for fights, it barely changes. And then he does increase damage to everyone by 10%. This is not something we really want. Has a chance to buff OG and high protect tension. Just looking on this makes no sense to summon for the character. Even JP didn't like him. Then Gen is a little better, but not much. Well, he does have a 0 BP attack. He gives also a support skill to himself that will allow him to get 4 BP and then also increase his speed. So with more BP he can attack further, but well, what else can he do? He can actually counter well with his apathy from the Great Sword style, and since both use STR, it's interesting, but for clubs he's not really the damage dealer we needed. He also heals and also buffs STR, so it's even better for the counter strategy. As you can see here, when he's on 0 HP he revives once, also increases damage dealt by OG attacks. This is something that we really don't like, and I hope they change. This version of Blue has also a column attack, then he does have a 0 BP skill, very nice for mages, and a fast attack with not much power but does debuff agility by up to 30%. Not many applications for this, to be honest. Then he buffs some damage to the party and buffs his intelligence and will on start, with also increasing damage and starts with 12. It's nothing really interesting, like I said. Seems like these characters were designed, I don't know, 6 months ago or something. This is for the Blues banner. I also want to say that there is a future version of Blue that this time is good. He's also a buffer for mage squads. Now, let's go check Undeen banner. Like Blue, she also gets a future style that is exactly this one here. The one that we'll be able to summon is this, and she has a 0 BP attack that can buff Will. It's nice. We have many Will debuffers this time. She also has another one that is AoE that can buff Will as well. Well, not that cheap. Then the third one is also Will debuff, but 13 BP. That's it. She's a Will debuffer specialist. Then she also increases damage by OD attacks, something that they don't keep doing. 20% damage to cold attacks and 30% at all times. This is this Undeen. Then Fatima is very niche. We can check the first skill has a chance to put enemies to sleep, and she also guard. And the second one has a chance to paralyze for appears for the future when we get harder stages for remembrance. And then she also has an attack that heals herself for very large effect. Well, the problem are kind of the passives. She buffs dexterity and intelligence, so she's a hybrid because of the ailments. Then we also have this chance to remove all of the ailments that she has, and also starts the fight with 12 BP. Then protect high tension. Kind of a boss specialist for ailment fights. Then we have Miriam, and Miriam has some combinations of Cure. With Cure Fire she heals, and when she heals a target, that will be enough to heal from 0 to almost max, she has a chance to attack with Disturbed Fireball. Only 37% chance. It's not reliable, it's nothing that you should care for. Then she also has this skill as a manual use. It hits between 1 to 6 times. I guess it was buffed in global. Then the last one, she deals fast and stun damage and applies Guard Up Medium and 2 types of shield. This is just like a Spell Girl spell. She also hits with 2 elements, but in her case it's Hidden Shadow, here is Hidden Sun, and applies Guard Up only for 1 turn and a shield for these 2 elements. If the enemy attack with both elements on a spell, you reduce damage by a lot. So this part is interesting. And then our wall defense, so she's a healer that will not take too much damage, and even her endurance is not that bad. Well, this is the information we have about them from JP. I hope they give them very good buffs, because none of them are just that interesting in my opinion. Well, besides these new characters, we have this plus 30% medals. That means that you will not need 15 multi-pulls, you need less, something around 12 multis. So there's also new events. This time we'll be able to get the HP cap to 2,200. Yeah, remember, it's always 10 more than the game shows. There are new platinum tickets, gens, and gold pieces, so that's actually pretty nice. There are more events. This other one, Golden Island. I think this one will be released a little later, and it seems to be something related to what we got in the past with treasure maps. So there's yet another one called Golden Passage, and you will be able to get a new accessory and gold pieces, Testaments of Might, promotion scrolls, and gems. That is interesting, and I don't know if they will release this together right on release, but, well, you'll have to find out. But what do you think about this all? When we get the information, I will be making a full preview explaining if these banners are worth summoning for, but that's very good news. They announced a maintenance, so people were kind of expecting the announcement of new content 2 days before maintenance, since with that we will get the new content right after the game goes live. And they didn't announce any type of live stream, so this time we won't have any. So just wait 2 days. When the end of the maintenance, probably we'll get everything. Well, that's about it. What do you think about this all? Please see here in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you want to support the channel, there are links on the description. I hope to see you soon in the next. Bye.